The greatest thing I can say to Governor Reagan or Regan, whatever they call, what do they call you, Governor? The greatest moment I remember in your career was when you said to Pat O'Brien, the Gipper is dying. And I got an uncle that thought it was a fish. Now, the Gentile gentleman here had no idea. A kipper. That's a Jewish fish. Don't be dumb. I hate a dumb guy. He wouldn't be governor if my people didn't go, okay. There's always one dumb guy in the audience. And you're probably important. My luck, you'll be the president of NBC. Isn't this fun, Governor, huh? Better than trying to hit Jess Unruh with your car. Those of you from all around the United States, Jess Unruh is a great Democratic candidate who opposed many things that the governor did, and he's a great politician, and the governor will be the first to agree. And that's what makes our country so fantastic. That we have different people, as I do. I stand on a stage or on a lectern, or I stand here next to Dean Martin, one of the great guys, and I say this from my heart, Dean. You have a problem. And the governor is the great politician of all time. He laughs at anything. My brother died. I tell you out there, America, our governor is dumb. That's a joke, Governor. Can you see it when this show is off the air and the governor's over the room with 3 guys from the state troopers? All right, Jew, let's hear the joke about the governor. Let's hear the one about him being dumb. Let's go, huh? I don't know who you are in the middle, but you're starting to get on my nerves. There's one guy with a honker that's sucking up his lip. My luck, this will be Richard Nixon's bodyguard. They talked about you, my dear friend and honorable governor. And, sir, we've never met formally, as we've said before. But I will never forget the stories I've heard that you standing on the White House lawn, throwing rocks at Richard Nixon's window going, Dick! Don't beg. Don't beg. Tell him like a man. You're an actor. Phony it up. Just stand on the lawn and say, move out of there! Is this too fast for you, Dean? Dean Martin came from Youngstown, Ohio. Is that right, Dean? Steubenville. Why, that's better? You, Governor, are a great man. You can tell because you don't see many governors with clip-on bow ties. Hey, fun is fun. There are many people that are planted around here to look like they enjoy this. But Dean Martin said to me when Governor Reagan or Regan, whatever they call you, hey, I don't care. What do I care what they call you? You're the governor, and if I got a cousin getting the chair, you better make that phone call. But I say this from my heart, Governor. I've met you once in the hallway at NBC, as you remember. And I'll never forget your words. Get out of the way, kid. I kid you, sir. You are a politician. Black, white, Jew, Gentile. We're all working for one cause. To figure out how you became governor.
Oh, that was the other guy. God bless. There's a new thing called dress up.
Thank you.
I mean, we worry about the homeless, but you're a Jew derelict. I've always liked you better than the other guy.
Thank you.
Better not. Anyway, God bless you. Black or white, we're all working for the same cause. To find you work. Anyway, you're doing so great, Ricky. God bless you. Dressed as a Jew in safari. Anyway, I've never met an ape. Anyway,
Never met him.
Get the black chick to back it up.
The second coming.
God bless you.
Good to
Wonderful
see you.
kids. Do you do some kids? You are kids compared to. I was so flattered when Robin Williams' manager called me and said, yeah. Manager's a spastic, spitting up all over the place. But Whoopi, God bless. As you told me tonight outside, someday it's going to be your whole show. You're gonna be the hostess, and you don't need the white Jew and the other pain in the ass on the end. Remember the Italian guys? Want to play soccer? Charlie? Tell you guys from the neighborhood. See, look at this. You're Italian. That's Goober, multimillionaire. No. But I want to tell you something. Before you go, I want to say something. I liked you the best. I swear to God. No, she did that. She's lonely. But take care of yourself.
You two take care, and I'm glad the hair thing did well.
You want to know something? What? I can't believe that you're Peter Pan. Now, I'll tell you this.
I told you that.
Hey, what a treat. This was my dream to help the homeless.
We had a bet who'd get.
Thank you. Go get it. Now, I'll tell you this. Ah, boo your ass. I didn't ask you in here. He's free, for crying out loud. Abraham Lincoln was a Jew, and we said, free the mother, free the mother. I make fun of the blacks, I make fun of the Jews. Well, not really. I'll tell you this. I make fun of people. Paul Rodriguez, a great Mexican kid. I swear to God, my wife and I were in Mexico City for 2 weeks, never saw the city. She kept saying to me, I think it's a salad. I said, no, it's a goddamn tomatoes. It's a tomatoes. You know what it was? It was the waiter. You want a burrito? How about an enchilada? You want an enchilada? And then the guy tossed the salad, for crying out loud. Look at the black brother laughing, you son of a gun. The one with the blowgun. Anyway, I make fun of the black people. Without you, we'd have no Olympics. That's right. They're great runners. You put a gun on their ass, they can beat a bullet. I'll tell you this, though. Laugh and enjoy people. That's the main thing, I swear to God. Is that your wife, sir? Jesus Christ. I'll tell you this. That's the... No, I'm kidding. She's a pretty lady. Jesus. What was it, a train? I'll tell you this. That's the whole damn thing. Come on, I laughed at you, for Christ's sake. Look at this guy here. What is your heritage, my friend? What is your heritage? Hawaiian? Son of a bitch, I don't have a joke for that. Anyway, here's your aloha. Aloha this. Now, be proud of your island. They just sit around going, now. Have 40 kids and just in heat all the time. But I laugh and I joke. You're built like my wife. Good lamps. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm married to a woman like that 27 years. Takes over the brazier at night and the head hits the sink. 27 years, haven't seen her face. Just walks around the house like this all the time. Finally, I had to paint the eyes on her ass. Then I painted a smile on it. I've been kissing it ever since. But you're wonderful people. I laugh. How much you weigh, big fella? 200 on the left side of your ass, you weigh 200. This is the type of guy that goes to the toilet and the toilet goes, get off me! Probably sitting there and play with the roller. Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, my ass, you're a Jap. I'll tell you this. 3 years in the jungle looking for your uncle. Walking around going, oh. No, I kid you, we're all brothers. God bless you, my friend. What is your first name? Joe? Joe, my ass, Joe. During World War II, they were all Joe. You're a Jew, you gotta be. With that nose, if you're not, you're an eagle. I'll tell you this. Look at the nose on this. As you're breathing, my socks are coming up. I'll tell you this, though. Enjoy. Laugh at people. Why do I laugh at Whoopi and Robin and Billy? Why? Because they get on my goddamn nerves. I swear to God, and Billy especially. You know, I don't know Robin that well. I know Billy. He keeps walking around saying, how do I look? Do I look good? You give him a cookie and he goes away. It's a real pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. Anyway, look at the black brother laughing his ass off. Meanwhile, your partner's up in my room taking my jewelry. I'll tell you this. Boo this. Now, I'll tell you this. It's great, though. Laugh about life. That's the whole damn thing. Okay, it's not a Jewish holiday. We can sit. Okay, you want to go to the beach?
Sure.
What a night. God, John, it's so good to see you. Usually you say good evening, but I guess tonight you're a little
Well, I was gonna say-
uptight because you're working with a name. It's so good, and God bless Ed. I've heard
you.
so much. Let's hope this sticks.
Thank you, Don.
Ed, I'm running out of gifts.
Thank you, Don.
Newhart and I, we keep running over going, does he love her? Does he love her? And usually you're back in the chapel going, what time's the wedding?
Did you know before he did this that he was
No, I read it in the paper in Iowa.
You've never been in Iowa in your life.
You can bet your... No, I've never been in Iowa, but I read about it. You usually call us and tell us. You don't tell him because he gets a breakdown. And I wish you and your wife a lot of happiness. I
Thanks.
figure a week, tops. Tops. You have no problem because you get moody and just walk away.
No, I don't.
Anyway, no, I saw your lovely wife, Alex, in Pittsburgh. I was in
She
Pittsburgh.
told me you were back there.
You see,
were...
you talk about marriage. There's a guy in your band. How long have you had that?
Well, I just started.
Get on the Jerry Lewis telethon.
All right. She said you were back. Let me get something. Let me get something.
Well, jump in. You're the host. You're acting so secure since you're leaving, for
Well,
crying
listen.
out loud. And the other guy's at home working on his chin.
Look. This... My wife.
You like that, huh? You
Yeah, I
got
like
that
that.
little-
Alex told me you were back in Pittsburgh. She was back there because she was born there. Her folks live there. She goes back occasionally. Said you were back there filming a picture.
Yes, we
Wow.
did. We did a. What do you mean? Wow.
was this
What is it?
gonna-
It's not a cartoon. It's a major movie.
Well, the last thing you made was Beach Blanket Bingo. wasn't
That's
it?
right. The last thing you did was sit in the Slate Brothers some years ago and go, "Get me anything, anybody."
Didn't have anything there.
That's
huh?
right.
Okay.
We were all in heat in those days. By the way, Snooki is married 53 years. Snooki Young in your band, and that's why we can learn from that guy. 53 years
Right.
married to this wonderful woman who, in your band, Snooki Young.
I didn't know that. Yeah. What?
His lovely daughter, Judy, is our secretary. Did I stun you?
No.
I mean, she's a black girl. She don't sit in the house going, hallelujah, hallelujah. She works once in a while and does a spiritual to relax me.
All right. Now, speaking of marriage, you're kidding. You kid me about my. You've
Well,
been
I
married-
always kid you. I'm married 27 years. Why do you keep opening
Well,
your
you-
mouth like that? I think I'm working with a Norwegian guy on a tuna hunt, for crying out loud.
A
What?
tuna hunt.
A tuna hunt.
Okay.
Yes, I'm married
I'll buy it.
27 years.
And everything's good. Good at home.
Well, no, it's great. I got a Jewish wife, just lays in bed and goes, is that about it? You don't have that problem. You know, you guys, you marry Gentile girls. You know, I got a Jewish wife, wears the jewelry and signals ships. See, you guys don't have that
Well,
problem. You
that's
give them a
true.
can of beer, they lay in the bed and go,
As one of the 10 best dressed people
that is correct.
with this body. I mean, how'd you get on that list?
Don't turn on me. Don't turn on me. It's not advisable.
Is that true? The 10 best?
Well, that's what they say. Look at Ed. Emmett Kelly dresses better than him. No, you dress
Kelly's
nice,
been dead
but
for
you
20
don't know about clothes. You're from Nebraska.
What are you
have
talking
8
about?
guys say, that looks good, Johnny. You go, honest to God? You don't know about clothes. If they left it up to you, you'd wear those checkered shirts with the thing over the ears going, let's get some deer.
Let's get some deer.
Let's get some deer. Did you see Deer Hunter?
I saw it.
That's
I
the
saw
way
it.
Pittsburgh was,
I know
where
that-
your
no,
wife comes
I know-
from.
now what is
Never
it?
touch the
No,
shirt.
no. What is that on the shirt? Show them.
$7,000 shirt.
Look at all you got. Little.
That's
little
right. In case I
embroidered
die, I want the paramedics to know who it is.
You got little embroidered initials on your shirt.
That's right. Well, what do you have? You have those phony seersucker shirts here. I don't know what the hell. And you wear cufflinks. Oh, no,
I don't wear
buttons.
cufflinks.
I thought, well, I saw you at an affair when you had diamond cufflinks. Just a minute. I wanted to try to work yourself up. She could be tonight, you know. Now, no, No, he's starting to relax, and then you'll have a can of beer, and you'll just later go, "Did we do it, honey?" You got to keep alert. I want this.
All right, okay.
I don't want this to miss. You know I love you. You know that.
Okay.
Means a lot to me.
Now, you look, we're gonna end this, in May. Now, are you gonna miss coming here?
You're leaving in May?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
You're going?
You know that.
Oh, well, I do, and I'm going to be very depressed for about 2 minutes. Leslie Bellsberg.
Innocent Blood? Is that what
Innocent
it's
Blood,
called?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Robert Loggia, who knows you, and he's a fine artist. And this Anthony LaPaglia, nice young kid, always searching, hunting, off the stage, And,
I see.
And I'm like your age, and Ed, no, you're... Anyway, it's a black comedy. That doesn't mean the black guys who are in the back
I know
keep
what you
saying to me,
mean.
"Hey, man, we're going to rock
No,
you."
I know that.
No, the black brothers back there, they're great, which they're coming out. But it's about vampires.
About
and
vampires?
Robert Loggia, yeah. What is this? What is it about? Is we on tape? I know what the hell we're saying.
Would you play a vampire?
No, I play a monkey. Of course, a vampire. It's about vampires, and Robert Loggia bites me on the neck and enjoys it. And he was grinning a lot late at
suppose
night.
he
And
did,
you
yes.
know what we did?
No.
We shot. I keep doing this.
Yes.
You know what? On the next series, sit here.
Now, talk to me about this picture.
Why do I talk to you? He loves me. I know what you say. I've been.
Do you get a lot of money now when you make a picture?
Do I ask you how much you make? Have I ever asked you how much you make?
Yes, you have. You've kidded about it many times on this very show.
But how can you talk about $50 billion a week? How can you talk about it?
But are we talking for
I make a nice salary, yes. I'm able to go out to parties with you and Alex and hang out with him when he's settled.
Yeah.
I mean, but I go out. Yes, I make a very good salary.
That's
Jack
good.
Gelati's my agent, and he handles things great. I drop names in
I know
so
that.
I can keep my career
That's right,
going.
and cut your commission,
Steve
obviously.
Levine, you don't have any agents. You sit alone with Ed Hookstrat. That's your
right,
agent,
that's
who
right.
just sits there going, "Johnny, you're worth $1 million!" And like a dummy, you buy it. Anyway,
What did I ask him? I asked him about picture.
what are you, Al Jolson? What the hell is this?
Mammy.
Mammy. Snap out of it. You're going to get another job.
What do you... Don't hit him. Don't strike that man. Would you call it a starring role or a supporting role or
No, I'm co-starring.
co-starring?
Yes, co-starring. I get the feeling I'm in some rest home with Mary Pickford. Co-starring.
Mary's gone.
I know that. That's why I feel that way.
I see. In other words, it'll say Robert Loggia, Don Rickles.
No. It'll say Don Rickles with help.
With help.
Anyway, no. It'll say Ann Pario, I believe.
Right.
Anthony LaPaglia or Robert Loggia,
Right.
either one, and
Right.
co-starring Don Rickles. It should be an exciting night.
I'll bet it is.
But there will be a charge to see the premiere.
Ah.
But you're a senior citizen, so you have no
Oh,
problem.
I see. This is
And you can come in,
Fine,
thank you, with your wife, whoever it is. Anyway,
This is a talkie?
huh?
It's a talkie, is it?
No, Charlie Chaplin's
I
the
see.
star.
I see.
You're getting on my nerves,
I
old
know
man.
that.
You're getting on my nerves. I've been nice about this. You're going to retire May 22nd, right? And when you retire, I'm going to say, Jay Leno, I always loved him.
You just
He
go
was
with
my favorite comedian since he's a kid, for crying out loud. I just took George in his car and told him where he was.
I got him out of here before you got out.
Oh, he was a sweet man. He went back. He said, "Dan." I kicked him in the leg, and he went away. He's a charming man. I'm going to put him in a home so he don't bother anybody.
George is very nice.
He's a sweet man.
Don't you just hope we get to be that age?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. Well, you will, because you have nothing on your mind. We all have responsibilities and family. You got $6 million to sit out the beach and go, "Another beer, Mary!" And he's not even married to Mary. Joanna's the wife.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
She wasn't at the affair last night. I hear the jewelry tarnished and she couldn't show up.
Well, it was going to be a long evening. She was a little tired, that's all.
Freddie doesn't laugh anymore since he knows the president-elect.
That's right. He's very
Just sits there going, "I'm going to get rid of him and sit in the White House." All right, Mr. President, pass the beer.
How you feel, Ed?
Fine, thank you.
Spoke to Johnny. He's getting rid of you. Anyway, now that it's an hour, he feels he can do it all alone. He don't need you anymore. Sit on those big beer trucks going, "Ha! Move him out, boys. Move him out."
Case of bronchitis, laryngitis?
Yeah, but how are you going to say to Sam you can't show up? You know, they'll move into the neighborhood.
That's right.
But it's a little humor, I don't want to get 4 letters. I love the black people. I have Harry Goins, has been my black...
Been with you for a long time.
Yeah, 20... You want to buy him?
No.
Anyway, he's beautiful, and we've been
Harry,
together
sure.
for some 22 years, and we love each other. And it was a great night for Sammy, it really was. And your monologue, I got to tell you, and then we won't be too nice anymore because it blows the whole image. Your monologue was magnificent. The one line, tell them the one line about the pick fair. I think that's a classic. If you
They
can
have
say-
to know the person I'm talking about.
You must tell them.
Jerry Buss, for example, is a very wealthy individual who owns the Lakers. I guess he owns World Team Tennis out here.
And the world.
Yeah, a very rich young man. And he just bought Mary Pickford and Buddy Rogers' home called Pick Fair. So I announced last night at the end of this affair for Sammy that I had an additional surprise for him from the Friars, that Jerry Buss was going to buy him and put him on his front lawn at Pick Fair. Those are the kind of lines you do.
And Sammy did a great thing. He walked out. To all of us. You know, it's so tough because you got to sit there for hours and hours, you know. Mayor Bradley was up there making a speech, and Alhambra was on fire. He was saying, I'd like to say, Sam, and 3 guys from engine companies came in with hoses. Mayor! Alhambra!
He got on the
Anyway,
mayor.
let me just give him the plaque, and then we'll get the hell out of here, you know.
You got on the mayor pretty funny last night.
Well, it was, he's a
Yes,
beautiful
he is.
guy. He really is. You know, it's great to see a mayor sit at the dais and tap dance while you're talking. You don't see that too often. I mean, he was a wonderful guy. He really is.
You know what I want to ask you about?
Surely.
Want to
That's
ask?
the whole idea. We're not going to sit here and stare at each other's outfits.
That's right. That is a cute outfit. As you get older, you start to go for the sports jacket and slacks.
And as you get older, you start to go for those Mickey Mouse suits.
What are you talking about?
Now, this is the toy Johnny Carson outfits that are made in Buffalo for $2. With the thin lapels and the cute little shirts, and in the back he has a fake dickie and there's no outfit. No fly, no front, just a little... Underneath he's wearing jeans and a dead cowboy suit.
A dead cowboy
Yeah,
suit?
well, they don't know.
Of course, I understand that. Never ask you what you mean.
We're not going to make this a question and answer.
That's
Hit the
right.
buzzer and win 2 trips to a luau. That's an
Now,
island.
you went to England, and you entertained for the royal family?
Shut up, Freddie. If you knew more than me, you'd be a guest. Anyway...
You don't see him over here.
No.
do you? That's right.
I love that. Ever since he did Bozo, he's drunk with power.
It's Bonzo.
Bonzo. Here's your Bonzo. Bonzo this. Bonzo. Bozo. It's the same darn thing. Bonzo. I don't follow apes. I'm a Jew. We own the whole zoo.
What do you know from one little
That's
ship?
right.
That's right. Yeah.
What happened was Bob Hope, who was a personal friend of yours and mine.
Certainly.
Does he know you?
Yes, he was quite.
Probably saw you on one of the floats. So we went to London with Bob Newhart, who was great because he takes care of the luggage and the passports. He keeps going, you can come into the country. Anyway, and that's in England, and they talk like that because they're all from India. Welcome to our country. Anyway, and they all got turbans on their head. Mem Sahib, welcome to our country. And Margaret Thatcher is on the corner going, don't talk like that. Anyway, and you give her a cookie and she goes away. She's really... Well, we had a wonderful time.
Tell us about it.
We went to the ambassadors and had a few drinks, which you don't drink anymore, and you don't drink anymore. May God give me a stroke if they don't drink. It was,
That's
it was
what it
4
was.
days of golf. My wife said, Barbara said to me, listen, we never get a chance. You never do these things. And you don't like those things. You don't like golf competition. I know that. Or bowling. Ed goes to anything. A dead moose hangout. Anything, you know. 2 falcons in heat on a road he shows up for, you know. But I don't usually do that. I'm very self-conscious about that. And my golf, you know, I love to play golf. And I'm not too good at golf.
You're terrible.
Right. Good. You didn't have to zap it in that strongly, but I am terrible. But I love it. It's the whole idea. I'm not in competitive competition.
Right.
So I got to the golf course, and the punchline was 15,000 people are watching. We were up all night at the Ambassadors, a wonderful club in London, with John Hill, who was like the Sydney... Is it John Hill?
John Mills.
John Mills, sorry. And he's like the Sydney Grinch. He'd go, we're going to have the pheasant under the duck. And Bob Newhart, who's a wasp from the Middle West, kept saying, do you have a Pepsi? And 2 guys went for an ale in a bucket and set them on with a tuppence too, and a mother fell, and a queen fell, and a tuppence. Aho! 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 And I said, my hand to God, John, I said to my wife, I got to get a triple vodka. Get me anything. I'm not an alcoholic, but I need something. And Newhart had already been off, and Bob did his adorable thing, which he does. He does it so great, the telephone thing, which they can all communicate with.
Right.
And Bob said, and now a guy that's going to destroy an in the hair. Is somebody going to destroy us, you know? So I walked out, and I said something about the Queen. I said, Your Majesty, forgive me, and blah, blah, blah. I said, look, how'd you get all the jewelry? How'd you get so rich? And blah, blah, blah. My mother's living in 2 rooms in Miami. You have a big house with a flagpole, and I'm getting fed up. And boom, you're sitting here laughing, and they're all going, aho, aho. And they keep checking with her to see if it's funny, you know? And she was sitting there quietly having her martini going, aho, aho. And the whole evening, everybody's going, aho, ho, 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 ho. So I didn't know where the hell I was. I kept going, aho, ho, ho. And Newhart kept saying, get the cab, get the cab. Punchline, show's over, we sit down, I said to my wife, as we all do, we have 3 of us being married, and the wives really have a lot to say. And my wife quietly said to me, absolutely good, just cool it. Just cool it, be relaxed, you did good. Boom, I said, Barbara, I'm so nervous. She said, forget it. Guy comes in and said, would you come and meet Her Majesty? Her Highness, she'd like to meet you. I said, who? What? Who she want to meet? And my wife said, it's us, dummy, it's us. Boom.
This is Princess Margaret.
Princess Margaret. And we walk over, and I say, Your Highness. And the first thing out of her mouth is, that's my sister. And I went, and I said, oh, pardon me. So we sat down, and it was only us.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service, their Scotland Yard, you know, and they all have white gloves and a lot of dickies that are popping up. And we sat down, and we had a lovely discussion, and she said, how's your mom? I said, how's your mom? And we discussed this, and we chit-chatted it, and I gave her a recipe for a Jewish message, and she said, really? And we did, how, and we walked away, and I said to Barbara, this broad's rich.
So they done you.
Really rich, and we had a ball.
That's wonderful. We'll be right back.
I must say, I'm here to honor Merv Griffin. Merv has been a dear friend of mine, and I love his hotel. I think he's a hell of a guy, and it's a great treat for me to be here for Merv. I do want to say, those of you that ate the fish, you will die. Clint, I say with due respect, 28 years ago we did Kelly's Heroes, and I haven't heard from you since. Clint, I say it, nobody else has said it, and I say it from my heart. You're a lousy actor. Spielberg and all these guys at the table, oh, we know Clint. I know you. Clint's idea of a good time is sitting on a pickup truck watching his dog bark. Mother Eastwood is laughing, knowing damn well you never had so much money in your whole life. Your son played the bass. We sat through that. Now, probably, your daughter will come up here and do the tango. But you know, Clint, and I know that I have so much on you, which I won't say tonight. Because if I spill it out, you're going to be back in Rawhide. And now you're in your late 60s. Live up to it. It's over. But Clint, I understand you're engaged now. I don't know if that's official, but whatever the story is, dear, good luck. A lot of happiness, dear. But we had great days together, Clint. Let's have lunch. God bless you, and I love you.
I'd like to say, first of all, the fish was lousy. Shirley, oh, that's right, they're honoring you. Shirley, I say from my heart, I never read your book, and I don't plan to. We go back a long time in the Sahara Hotel. You were always a great star then, and you reminded us every night what a great star you were. Your brother, who's sitting in the back, wanted this evening to be all about him again. I know your brother very well, and I never liked him. But I kid all of you, because I'll never see you people again. I don't need you people. I'm 86 years old, and I'm spitting up, and I know I got a couple hours to go. So I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to do anything. Shirley has to, because she still thinks she's got years. It's been a great night. It really has. It's been about 18 hours of crap. Telling you how wonderful you are, and you know damn well, Shirley, it's over. It's over. You'll go back to where the hell you're living in Arizona and suck on a plant for a half hour. Jack Nicholson's in the back going, son of a bitch, you didn't mention my name. No, he's not here tonight. He's with the Lakers oiling their jocks. I'll tell you this. Oh, Julia Roberts, you live next to me at the beach. You know that. Thanks for all the visits. Anyway, I'm living about 2 blocks from you. The broad never shows up. Come by and say hello.
Closer than 2 blocks.
You have no lines, Julia. Just nod. Anyway,
I know this is a Republican celebration, but I have the honor of introducing a man who is so democratic, he picks on everybody equally, even a little kid like me. Mr. Don Rickles. Be funny.
First black kid I ever saw that'll definitely never play basketball.
I asked you, huh? 40 million stars. I get a little kid out here, doesn't know what time it is, and brings me out, and you're standing here with the band with the same cockamamie music. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Try to learn it. The president's here. This is a big shot for me. Last night we had Bush. Well, I'll tell you this. He was great. Did you see him and the wife after the show? He was in the lobby going, nobody knows me. I gave him a cookie. He went away. He didn't know what time it was. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll tell you this. Did you see some of his movies? Stiffs. I'll tell you this. How this guy became president. When he was governor, I couldn't get in touch with him. I had a cousin, did 3 months in the county jail. I made a phone call. I said, give me a break. He was too busy, tied up, wouldn't make that. He's now doing 14 years, and he's the president of the United States, sitting in the White House with Nancy, walking around going, that Rickles' cousin is doing a lot of time. Good evening, Mr. President. Nice to see you, sir. And your lovely wife, Nancy. It's a big treat for me to fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money. See, I still got the tuxedo marked down. Anyway, you need 38 tags to get in here. 38 tags. The Secret Service is walking around the lobby. Did you see the president? Anybody see the president? Where's the president? The president's with Nancy in the hall going, let's try it one more time. Remember when you were governor and you used to walk over to my table? Now you're big and you're getting on my nerves. I'll tell you this. Is he laughing? If you see Marines coming towards me, go into glory, glory, hallelujah, and shoot Webster. Anyway, nice to see you, Secretary Schultz. What are you doing in town? Anyway, he's sitting there like there's nothing going on. Get busy. Go over to the embassy, have a bucket of beluga. Anyway, Secretary of State's here, and Billy Graham, nice to see you, sir. This hand is bothering me. Anyway, it could have been a picture if I've talked to this guy. It's great, though. I make fun of the president. Why not? I make fun of everybody in the world. That's America. Laughing, Charlton Heston, I'm a friend. It's over. I'll tell you this. If you were Moses, I was a Mau Mau fighter pilot. Elizabeth Taylor was backstage in a Cleopatra outfit killing snakes. I'll tell you this. And Tom Selleck was under the shower going, look at this, the water runs up. I'll tell you this. Is this too fast, Ronnie? Anyway, he's sitting there looking at the program going, where does he say he makes fun of me? Where does it say that? It's only a joke, Mrs. Reagan. They got real guns. I spoke to the hospital, Nelson. You died about an hour ago. I say this, though. Is this too fast, Secretary Schultz? What do you talk to that Russian about? You must sit, look at the way you're dressed. The tuxedo's out of style. Class it up a little bit. He's wearing a fake dickie when the button goes boom. Mr. President, get some guy that's a little hip. Get some guy walking in. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. He's 90. Let's have a meeting. That's what they do in Florida, the old Jewish folks. Hold the elevator doors. I must say, this is a joyous occasion, really. I personally voted for Wilkie.